It's in the game.
PlayStation.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Ready, set. Here we go. Black 24. Black 24. Ready.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Okay, ready?
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Syracuse! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third down coming up after the completion. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. Creates a little space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Nelson. Finds his man, it's Smith. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, it's Young.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis. Makes him talk to the hand. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And the returner will be brought down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Williams. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Makes the catch. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Nelson. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to the running game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking for a crease, it's Young. Breaks into the open. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
21, Syracuse, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. With the catch, it's James. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. These corners going to give them some space. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give is to Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll try the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's James. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's McFadden. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Syracuse, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Ready?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
In blue.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it.
Touchdown, Cuse! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 40. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35 to 21.
Notre Dame, 35. Syracuse, 21.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on third down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Direct snap. It's Williams. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The give is to Williams. Got enough for the first down and wants more. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's James. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they turn it into a defensive score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll pull it down and run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Williams. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting...
He uncorks one deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Oh, he can't get it up. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Lot of room to the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the...
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Nelson. Pucks it out of the air. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Give as they work on that clock. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to...
Gashing the D on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back and leaves it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's James. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off.
That keeps the score. Notre Dame, 70. Syracuse, 34.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Looking for space, it's Willis. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Tonight's final score, Notre Dame, 70. Syracuse, 41.